So I wasn't going to mention it, but a friend of mine had sent me through Facebook happy birthday. And yes, it's my 58th birthday. And as I sit here sipping a few Heather ales, I had been sent links earlier by Bruce Scott. As you may know him, Dr. Bruce Scott, a psychotherapist. Very good guy, actually. If anything, he absolutely nailed it about the masking of children. He absolutely bloody well nailed that. Yeah. I mean, I'd first spoke to him maybe, well, it must be about 6 years ago, maybe more, actually. But yeah, I'll leave you a link to Bruce Scott's Facebook page. I'll leave you a link to a video that he done about a year ago about public toilets, and as he says, Agenda 2030. Where I disagree with him is we are living in the continual rollout of Agenda 21, the goals of, yeah. So we're already in it. That's where I am on that, because Agenda 21 was quite literally set up in '92, Rio Summit, and of course, who should be there at the birth but the then Prince Charles, and of course, Klaus Schwab. So, yeah, he's a good guy, Bruce. I'll leave you a link to his vid. I recommend you sub to his channel. But he had been pointing out in the last year or so about, for example, in the Scottish borders, the lack of public toilets, which used to be a default for Scotland of that being well supplied. It was, the very term "spend a penny." Scotland paraded itself in staffed public toilets that were absolutely spotless, cleanliness, the whole thing. Yeah, you just spent a penny as you went in there to do your business, have a pee, whatever else, blah blah blah, wash your hands and leave. You got on with your day. Yeah, these were important values, but you're seeing more and more, which ties into Agenda 21, the avoidance of that. The avoidance of toilets. I mean, they keep going on about, ScotRail, for example. But there's many places that have stations, but they've got no toilets. Yeah? Now think about 15-minute cities and 20-minute neighborhoods. Especially the older you get. Yeah? You're more concerned about fundamentals like a bladder. Now, for a guy, I always recommend things like saw palmetto. Yeah? But my point is, it's not an accident. It really isn't. Yeah, I'll leave you. I mean, he makes some great points. Great points. Do they have public toilets at Berwick upon Tweed Station? Last time I was there, they did. Unlike Tweed Bank, an MP replies, "There are public toilets at Berwick Station." Oh, that is a plus then. Better than Tweed Bank Station. Almost like, in this age of net zero, encouraging people to use public transport, the actual services and facilities are getting worse. I wonder why. Seems like the conspiracy theory of Agenda 2030 to keep people confined to a small area is coming true. And he's not wrong. Yeah. So Lamont replies, "This is something I've raised with ScotRail repeatedly since Tweed Bank Station opened." And all Bruce asked was, what did they say? Hey, what did they say? No. John that makes X amount of thousands a year plus, blah, blah, blah. John's not got back to him yet. This absolutely ties into Agenda 21. This absolutely ties into Agenda 21. Because let's face it, if you're worried about even being able to urinate in a public, well, you're not going to go as far. You're not going to, which ties into the 15-minute cities and the 20-minute neighborhoods. This is like this ongoing psychological breakdown of the confidence of the public, is even to question what they used to take advantage, even for the last 100 years. Think about this. Scotland, for fuck's sake. Edinburgh. Yeah. Toilets. They used to be everywhere. So many places. Now, not so much. And it's by design. It truly is. His points that he makes in this vid, although it's been a while since I watched it, well, it came out about a year ago. On balance, I mean, I haven't played it just now, but yeah, fair play to him. Yeah. He's a good guy. But this. 1 in 4 public toilets is closed under the SNP as councils can't afford to spend a penny. I mean, it's just literally stopping. Literally stop. Mind you, oh no. It's the Scottish Liberal Dem MSP, Willie Rennie, that's pointing this out. This is terrible. No, it's Bruce. No, I have to say, fair play, it was absolutely Bruce that pointed this out. Seriously. Anyway, as always, I could do a better job, but in fairness, it is my birthday. He deserves a mention. Fair play to him, and I'll speak to you soon.